Alright, so this is Devlog 4 of My R.O.C Basketball, and I have completed, not completed, but I've really gotten a lot done for the UI or the user interface to be able to have things that you can interact with and actually work with. And I'm gonna go ahead and run the file right now, and I'm gonna show you some of the code that I just added. So of course I had to import some extra modules to be able to do just other stuff, and I ended up doing a whole lot. It's really more than I just could explain, but I was able to figure out exactly how I wanted to do the MyR.O.C team, because I remember in the last video I think I said I was gonna do the MyR.O.C team, the player search, and probably the settings or something like that. So I've gotten that done, and I also did a little bit more for the dashboard. But as you can see right here, this is the MyR.O.C team. I got my table, and there's three sets of tables of just different information and sliders and all that good stuff. But I'm not gonna go too deep into the code because there's really no point. And I also cleaned up a little bit more of the actual files that I was working on, gave them more appropriate names. But to go ahead and start it, I'm going to run the program. And as you can see when it pops up, this is, the default loading menu, or not loading menu, but dash login menu. And right now I already have a management, so we're gonna do load management. And sim game, I got the sim game to where I have players on the court as well as the court itself, and I have game speeds. As you can see, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 0 is the fastest, 3 is the longest. And the game speed is for being able to read the play log as the players are running down the court and going through the actual simulation itself. And I will later be fixing the play style just to be able to have some diversity into the actual feel of the game. Whenever you're playing, it's not just a player playing, you're actually being able to interact with your team and do so. So because I know this was probably one of the first or the last things I think I was working on. I think I said settings, but it might have been sim game. But this is what I have done so far. So if you press start sim, it'll pop up, click start sim, and you're gonna click it again and it will start a simulation of the actual game. So as you can see, I'm gonna slow it down just a little bit so I can be able to read. But as you can see, the players move on the court based upon what the actual thing in the game. Well, the game mode plays based upon what the players are doing on the court, as you can see on the left side. So whenever he just went up for the dunk, it went up for a dunk. And then there's another one that's gonna say how he just scored. And this is the other team scoring right now, so you're not gonna see the players move because I haven't included the AI as well. But when we do get the ball back, as you see, the point guard, he grabbed the rebound and then he cleared the ball, so he took it back to the 3 point line. He dribbled it. He dribbled the ball again. Then he passed the ball, and you will see this player start moving, shoot a mid range. He missed, and then he'll go and try to get the ball, but he misses. So as you can see, the game is real cool. It's going kind of slow right now just because of game speed. But you can see that the players are actually moving around the court, and the game is live updated based upon whatever they're doing, whatever the game log is doing. So we see we just scored, but I'm not gonna get into all of this because there's really no reason to either. But you can see it's running through the game. You're actually playing a simulated game, and the players move on the court. Now I do have to add the ball as well, but that is something that I'm going to do in the future because the ball has different code for the from the players. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the next part. Now I haven't done anything on the online. Oh, and again, let me before I do this. The sim game goes to 21, so whichever team scores 21, and you'll be able to see after I come back to it. But I don't have anything for online PvP because I'm still working with the networking stuff and the Python sockets, and I'll be doing a little bit more of that in the future. Of course, the rock, I have an idea of how I want to do the rock, but I'm not going to get into it in this video. I might do a separate video on the rock itself because this is such a big part of the game itself. But I'm gonna go to player search. So for the player search right now, I have ID, first name, last name, age, height, width, weight. So I had this in the last video, but I've updated it and I added a whole bunch of stuff to it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press search, and as you can see, it gives you a list of 10. Now I'm thinking about doing pages just because it helps with the overall flow of the UI system whenever it comes to adding players, deleting players, and being able to search the players itself. But I'm going to probably do two buttons where you can go back and forth on different pages because there is 250 players, and it doesn't do well being able to put them all on the page at one time. So if we want to do a filter, for example, if there's a player that we want to look for, let's just say Polo. We're gonna type in his name. So we're gonna go to first name, and we'll type in Polo. Now Polo is a player that I know that I actually have. So I'm doing that because the fact that I know it's gonna pop up. But we can search, and as you can see, we have all the people whose first names are Polo or starts with a P. We can do that. So PJ, Peyton, Pat, all these guys, their names start with P. But if you want to get into it more, you can do Polo, and it'll pull up just those. And you see these are different builds. So small forward, power guards, point guards, shooting guard. So yeah, it just gives a little diversity to each player, and they are able to, you know, have different stats. Now, of course, these are the same last names, and it will change up a little bit based upon the more names I put in. But as you can see, all the player stats are different. I mean, he's a two-way. He's an inside-out play shot. They have different stats, and of course, they have different traits and roots and all this other stuff as well. So I think it was really cool just to be able to have a player search, so you can be able to look at different things. For example, you want to look at a small forward, you can type in SF, and it'll bring you a list of all the small forwards. And like I said, it does lag a little bit, and I will be fixing that in the future. But as of right now, I just want to get it to where it works. Now to go into the next part, I'm just going to go ahead and click on my R.O.C team. Now my R.O.C team was a huge, it had huge updates. I ain't gonna lie to you because I didn't even have anything on here last time. But for my MyR.O.C team, these are your actual players that are being played with whenever you're on a sim game. So right now, these players that you're looking at, their stats are being used to play this game. And as you see, it's a tight game, 19-19. So we'll just stay to see whoever wins so I can show you exactly what the rest of the game does. But these stats that you're going to be looking at are the stats that are used to be able to run these characters and determine on what they make or miss or what they score. So as you see, my team won 22-19, and this will be updated in the MyR.O.C team for wins and losses. It will get updated, but as of right now, I just have not gotten to that part, and I'm actually working on database for it right now. But as you can see, 22-19, the colors change as well for the wins and losses, and you finish the game. So after the game, if you want to, you can. I might have like a little overview or some type of thing, so you'll be able to see, just the performance of the game itself. And you can go back to your team, and you'll be able to see all your player stats and information. So your players, they'll have updated stats, as you can see, assist points, all that is none right now, but these will be updated whenever you finish the game. And you'll see that you could be able to click on different players to be able to see their different attribute upgrades, because you will be able to upgrade your attributes depending on how high your team is. Now this is a max level team, and I only put 20 right here just to have something there for the time being, but it will be different depending on how many games you won, which your player did, how well they played, and all that other good stuff. But the pie chart itself changes as well, and there's a list of other things that you can look at. So dunk, mid range, passes, steal, stamina, strength, all that good stuff. So you're gonna be able to see these change depending on what player you click, and you're gonna also be able to upgrade them. And this doesn't do anything, but it is making the points go down. So that's something that I thought was just really cool to be able to add a visual aspect to the game and give it a better feel than just letters and numbers. It actually has charts, graphs, and things that you can interact with. And my team, this is gonna be your my team information and online stuff, offline stuff. So your offline team school would have upgraded or updated whatever the game finished right here. But if you do the online PvP, your online stats will be, upgraded. But like I said, I have not gotten to that. I will in the future, but as of right now, I'm not going to worry about it because it's a lot of stuff at one time. And last, oh well, not last, but second last, my settings. Now I have a full screen button, so the page updates itself, and you can go into full screen, and everything will expand, and you'll be able to see a wide range of just different stuff in an expanded version. So you come over here, you'll be able to see all the players and stuff like that. It's just something cool I added because natively the app, or not the application, but the stuff, you like the application interface to be able to build all this, is it does not naturally allow you just to do updated, I guess, real time live updated to be able to expand your screen. I don't know why, but for some reason it just doesn't. So I just found a way around it, and a good way to be able to update everything so it can make sure everything is in line and good. And we also have the color theme. Now, I'm probably going to change this up to where it says color theme. I don't know why I did that, but the color theme has it to where you can do different colors. So, for example, if we didn't want the default color gray, we could do red, and it will change everything to red. So, as you see, all these different things are going to be red, and you can log out. This is going to be red as well. So you can do red, and let me show you another color. My personal favorite probably is like purple or indigo, just because I don't know, purple is kind of cool to me. But we got this, and we got some lighter colors as well. So for example, if you want to do like amber, it'll be a bright yellow orange type color, or you will be able to do like another color like indigo, and indigo is real nice as well. This might be one of my other top favorites. But that's just that, being able to customize and make it a little bit more personal toward the user itself. And last but not least, I also have the user profile that I just added. I'm going to be doing a user profile in my season. And this is going to be really big because it's not something that I had planned on adding. But the user profile will go toward everything when it comes to online and offline game. So tune in for that, because I will probably be getting into that in the next video, the video after that. And last but not least, I have a confirm to delete your management. So for example, if you don't like your team, you don't like your players, you don't like anything, you can come to the login page and you could be able to delete your management, and it will create a whole new management with new players and different stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and show that off real quick. So, mind you, our players Mo Brown, Jamar Luther, and Kyle Presley. So these are our three players that we are playing with, different stats, and we will then go back to be able to create a new management. Now it says, please confirm, are you sure you want to permanently delete your management through it? So we'll close the program. So this will close the program, and you'll be given a whole new management. So the program closes, and then it gets opened up back again once you click on it. And I will have this to where it saves your settings as well. So don't worry about that. But you see, we have three new players and basically a whole new management. Now, of course, this is the same 99 overall team, and I will have to change a few things up. But it is giving you new players. So instead of having those players with those names and those stats, you can change it up and do something different. And like I said, they will be different positions and different, just everything. Just this right now is a default position that I have for these, for my team in particularly. But there will be in the future something different to where you can change your team itself. But that is all that I have so far, and it is a lot of progress. I might add some more graphs just to be able to have something else on there. But as of right now, this is what I have gotten, and I don't know, I'm really happy about how it turned out. I really am, cause honestly, it wasn't just easy. I ain't gonna lie to you. It took me a little time, especially with having a lot of work to do. So I am going to get back with you all on the next video, and I'll be showing y'all some more of probably the rock, or either the online PvP for the network and stuff, and like I said, the user profile. So yeah, I'm gonna see y'all. I'm gonna get back with you.